It is the match number 76 for National Football League. Previously we had a match between Manang Mersangdi and, as I was saying previously, we had a match between Chitlan FC and Manang Mersangdi. Today, right now, it is Macchindra taking on NAWA JANA JAGRITI. NAWA JANA JAGRITI club hasn't been able to put up any points up on the board, but if Macchindra are to win this match, they will go top of the table, one ahead of APF club, as they have 19 points already in just 8 games. We have the top goal scorers. Abayami 7 goals, Yubras following him with 6 goals. Abdul, Nawayuk Shrestha and Pradeep, well, Nawayuk and Abdul following Abayami along with Yubras with 6 goals each, and Pradeep 5 goals. It is certainly very difficult to score in a tournament like this, and all know the importance. Here we have the lineup for NAWA JANA JAGRITI: Khom, Amit, Sanjay, Chaudhary, Sanjay and Santosh, Prajol, Nishal and Abhishek. In the midfield line, Udit, Prijen and China on that attacking front. You can also see the name of substitutes there as we wait for the line up. Here's the line up for Macchindra. Pradeep comes in as goalkeeper. Pema, Diwakar, Debendra, Sanish on that defensive line, defensive responsibility. Jonathan, Abhishek and Alex Shrestha in that midfield responsibility. Saurabh, Nikhil and Frank. And that attacking front here, waiting for the referees now to blow the whistle to start the match. You could also see the names of the substitute there. This is match number 76. 17 teams have participated in this tournament. APF club is leading the table right now, followed by the Human Army club. Macchindra FC, as we said earlier, have a huge opportunity to go top of the table. The competition is really high here. Cutthroat competition. Macchindra are 6th on the table. 1 win and they can go top of the table. Head coach for NAWA JANA JAGRITI, Chetnaran Shrestha, and for Macchindra FC, Prabhesh Kotwal. NAWA JANA JAGRITI on light blue and Macchindra in the traditional red. Both the teams have gone for 4-3-3 formation, a very balanced formation. This is the formation that we generally see in European football as well. It has made its way to Nepali football in the recent years too. 4-3-3 formation is a very balanced formation. It helps you control the phases of the game, phases of the fields as well. You can make some triangles and diamonds if you want to go for the possession style of play. Macchindra now. Macchindra have been dominant from the get-go rather. Sanis will be taken in the throw-in. Sanis is asking his players to move around. Certainly needs a movement there. He'll be aiming for Ishak. Machendra again, the throw-in. Ishak there. Dispossessed Sanis here. Got back, moves around. Sanis one more time. Ishak is upside. Machendra. There's a way for them. Well, it's a throw-in rather. So sorry for the confusion. NAWA JANA JAGRITI has not been able to put up any points on the table. They have played 8 matches and lost all of those. They have found only 5 goals so far, allowed 35 goals. And a goal difference of huge margin. -30. This match will certainly be very difficult for them. They are not the favourites. Machendra will for sure, as you might assume, are the favourites. Machendra has an opportunity to go top of the table. Ishak now should be a goal. Well defended in the end. A crucial final touch. Keeps it 0-0 for NAWA JANA JAGRITI there. Corner kick for Machendra now. He can say good toss there. Good first touch, but that final touch. Sanjay Chaudhary, a crucial toss there. It will be a goal kick for NAWA JANA JAGRITI. As I was saying, both the teams have lined up in 4-3-3 formation. As it seems, NAWA JANA JAGRITI were thinking of playing that from the back, but they've decided to go long. Often teams, when they go long, they're trying to win the second ball mostly, but Machendra able to win the second ball here. You can see Sanis again. Sanis from that right hand side, shot, and it is inches away. Machendra, they're arguing. There was some kind of touch from NAWA JANA JAGRITI. The referee disagrees, and so do I. NAWA JANA JAGRITI now trying to play from the middle of the park. Ball in, but defended by the captain there. Debendra Tamang. He has the responsibility for Mahendra to lead from the back. We talk about great captains Sergio Ramos, Carlos Puyol, to name few. Sanis and Ishak, they have been very good in this right hand side. Even the communication between them seems very telepathic. Machendra now from that left hand flank, trying to build some attack. They will certainly be looking for early goals. They come in as a favourite. As they say, morning shows the day. Machendra, they're dominating. Will that be the theme of the match? We will unfold that as we progress. Good turn there. NAWA JANA JAGRITI, good defense there. Sanis again. What we see in this early phase is Machendra FC able to mobilize both of their flanks. That means the danger can come from any flanks. Isak now, Sanis again. Isak offside. We are live from Anfa Complex, the home of Nepali football, we can say. It is a beautiful ground here. Sun blocked by the clouds. It's a beautiful weather to play football. That was a good touch and well defended in the end to win the ball. Interception there though. Good control there. Sanesh is looking for his teammates. So asking for some movements there. Finds one. Sanis again. Good switch to the other side. Prem Tamang. Nikhil. Captain now. Diwakar. Jonathan releases the ball. Nikhil again. But good interception there. NAWA JANA JAGRITI has not been able to create any chances whatsoever in this early 10 minutes. Huge pressure for them as well. They haven't won any match so far, so they'll also be looking to upset the strong side of Machendra. If they can do so, that'll give them a lot of boost in their confidence. Back again, our captain. We talk about leaders in the team. Captains certainly play a huge role when it comes to leadership in the team. Sanis seems to be a leader as well himself. Sanis and Ishak again. Good turn. Advantage played there. Sanis again. Sanis for Nikhil. Nikhil able to keep that under control. Nikhil again. Turn shot. And easy as you like for Jonathan. Good turn and a calm finish. 1-0. Leading Machendra. NAWA JANA JAGRITI trails again in this match as well. That was a beautiful play. Started from Sanis, went to Ishak, then went to Sanis, and then Nikhil was able to put it across. And look at that beautiful touch aware and that finish. Calm as you like. Sweet, as they might say. 1-0 is the scoreline. The dominance in the early phase of play has come to fruition for Machendra FC, and with that goal they have climbed to the top of the table with 22 points, 1 point ahead of APF Club. The competition on the top is just amazing. You win one game and you're top of the table, and your opponent wins one, you fall back to 6th. The way Machendra have been able to distribute the play is amazing. If you are a young lad, a young person watching this match, you can certainly look at the maneuver of both the flanks of Machindra's FC. Certainly learn from them as well. NAWA JANA JAGRITI, they have settled for a mid block. When they do not have a ball, they seem to fall in 4-5-1 possession. Sanis again. He drives forward. He's asking for a foul, but referee doesn't think so. He might need some medical attention. Seems to have hurt his thigh, or you can see on the replay he was driving with the ball. 3 players might have hurt his thigh or his stomach there, lower belly. You can see this beautiful view, ground surrounded by houses. Isn't it amazing? It is absolutely stunning. This is Anfa complex. Good vision there, but referee says it's offside. But have to appreciate the vision there for Abhishek rather. If you watched the T20 World Cup final yesterday, Abhishek Sharma certainly made a comeback. Was it yesterday? I don't think so. It was yesterday. I think I'm mistaken there. But no mistaken on how he made a comeback. And we have a player named Abhishek here as well. Abhishek Shangtan on that crucial defensive midfielder role. In the previous match, Aussies played really well in a pivot. Was mostly seen on that defensive midfielder role as well. Kind of reminded me of Busquets, plays for Chitlan FC. Machendra again, good 1-2. Combination play. He's asking for his teammates to come around. Abhishek loses out on that occasion. Jana Jagriti now. He's looking for his friends. Corner kick. First corner kick. Amit able to win the first corner kick of the match for NAWA JANA JAGRITI. They're trailing behind. This could be an opportunity for them to score an equalizer. Machendra again from that right hand flank. One good thing about Machendra is that they have been able to use both of their flanks really well. Sinis on this right hand flank and Prem obviously on that left hand flank. Isaac. I was pronouncing his name incorrect. It is Isaac rather. You can see the photographers working really hard as well. Have to appreciate them too. Everybody puts in a lot of work in whatever they do. Jana Jagriti, Shanish, a very physical player, using his strength there. They have been dominant in this right hand flank for Machendra. whether you talk about the attacking front or the defensive work, Sunny seems to be there. His build kind of reminds me of Hakimi, who is also excellent on the attack, also in the defensive work too. Jana Jagriti now. This might be the longest stint that I was saying this is the first time that in this match Jana Jagriti has been able to keep the ball for this long. And just look at the sheer number of red jerseys on the opposing half. This is the confidence radiating out of them. They'll certainly look for more goals. Jonathan, the goal scorer. Sunny's now. Jonathan loses out in this instance though. Opportunity here. Can they capitalize? Can they create a counter-attacking move? No, that was a misplaced pass. Miscommunication there. Machendra have been so dominant, especially with the possession. They have been able to utilize every part of their field really well. Haven't seen much of through balls through the midfield though. They are certainly using more of their flanks. Sunis and Prem, both side. They have been running riots. Jana Jagriti going long again. Jonathan wanted to go for the flick. He's arguing his case that he dashed him with his shoulder, but the referee thinks that's a foul. "20 minutes up on the clock, and Machendra leading as you might have expected. Well, expected rather. Isaac now. Sunny's here. Well, that was Jonathan. Machendra again. He's trying to go for the shot. That was very ambitious. When he tries luck, but the execution was not on point. He might have had a better option, but they're in such a position they can try that. Cross in, but defended in the end. Nikhil. He's showing that he's not just a poacher, not just a goal scorer, but a creator as well. You can see his movements all around that D area, that danger area. Been able to create chances for his partners, for his players, compatriots as well. Was involved in the first goal as well. He was the assist provider. Nikhil. Jonathan, the goal scorer. If you remember, Jonathan made a great touch and a turn and a finish. That was a striker's finish, but from a midfielder. Sunnis now. Isaac. Shot! Curling effort, but wide and high. You can see it from the replay. That was Sunish. And then Chance. That was a good effort. They'll certainly be looking for more of those opportunities. Foul given there. Machendra will certainly be looking to double the lead. One goal is a very tiny margin. It's really fragile. Sunnis again will be looking for Isaac. Isaac leaves it for Nikhil. Look at that beautiful play. Defended well in the end, but Nikhil again. Good cross. No, that wasn't a good cross. I thought it was going in. Everybody for this Machendra team, they seem to know what they need to do. The decision making seems quite superior. Jonathan again. He's in an upside position, I believe. Foul given there. Jana Jagriti launches again, but as has been the story of this half so far, they haven't been able to win the second ball. So if you're not able to win the second ball, there is no reason to release the balls. Well, release the ball. Every time they have released the ball from the keeper, they seem to lose the ball. So you might rather try and build from the back. That is what I believe, but the coach does not believe so. This might also be a defensive approach for them because they do not want to concede a goal playing out from the back. Now Jana Jagriti trying to build the play, but Sunnis to the rescue again. Look at that beautiful play, Jonathan. Isaac. Avinash. Sunnis. Avinash. Diwakar, the captain there, Debendra. Now they're mobilizing the left-hand flank. Avinash again. Jana Jagriti able to intercept the ball. Can they create something here? Good play. Should certainly use the right-hand flank. Release and easy collection for the keeper in the end. Isaac now. Nikhil. Good 1-2. I don't think that was something he was trying to do, but Jonathan now. Sunnis again. Jonathan. Nikhil. Isaac. No. Interception there. Jana Jagriti, they're certainly trying to put up a fight here. Jonathan. Look at the sheer amount of red swords. As soon as Jana Jagriti gets the ball, they are pressing up high. They're high in confidence and they want to force out mistakes from Jana Jagriti. Concern here for Machendra though. Saurabh Limbu has gone down and he seems to be in a lot of pain. Physios are trying to take care of him. We talk about the importance of physios in matches like this, in tournament like this. We certainly have to appreciate the efforts they put into. If we talk about the medical in Nepali sporting scenario, we certainly need to improve a lot if we compare it to the American or the European standard. In no terms I'm trying to criticize them, but given the scenario, we certainly need to work on that as well. You can see on the replay, Nepal does need a huge push when it comes to footballing scenario. Not just in the national level, but in the grassroots level as well. It is in the grassroots where your foundation is laid. And certainly has been very criticized for what has been going so far, especially in the recent decades in Nepali football. A structural improvement is required if Nepal is to dream of playing in a higher level. National League 2082 can be the start of that if we are able to be consistent on this. One problem with ANFA is that we haven't been able to be consistent rather. This tournament hopes to break that. Good ball in! And that header! That towering header! Teasing, but not able to find that net. Jana Jagriti should look to do more of this. It shows that they have some caliber, capacity as well, although they have been the team who have not been able to put up any points on that table so far in this tournament. They played 8 games and no points. They'll be looking to break that. If they are to do so, they'll have to climb a mountain here, and the mountain is in the name of MACHHINDRA. MACHHINDRA again using their flanks. Sanish is generally playing as an inverted fullback. Look at that! Good running! Good back in the end. Incredible display there from MACHHINDRA. What a player this! Well, Sanish, incredible player. He has been playing more so like an inverted fullback, and in that role he has been running riots. Jonathan, good ball and header. Sanish might have been confused there. Now, Jana Jagriti, they're trying to play from the back. I think that is a good approach. But if you make miscommunications like that, it will be very dangerous. The mistake from the midfielder. Good ball in. Keeper will be releasing the ball. Kom Bahadur Shrestha has his huge responsibility. Jana Jagriti, they are trailing behind. MACHHINDRA dominant. Jana Jagriti, I don't think they've had any shot on target so far. Sanish now. Sanish again. Nikhil has been certainly very impressive on that attacking line as well, leading the line. But he's not just there to score the goal. He's been everywhere for his team, working hard and trying to create chances for his team as well. Now Jana Jagriti, they're trying to play from the back. Some risky plays there. Jana Jagriti, they are trying, but they haven't been able to execute the way they would want to generally execute. And credits to Machendra, because they have been so aggressive in their press as well. As soon as Jana Jagriti gets the ball, they are all over them. Machendra again. Jonathan goes down. Free kick in a promising position here for Machendra FC. Can they double the lead? 2-goal cushion. That will be something they'll be eyeing for. They'll certainly fancy that. Jana Jagriti, they're certainly arguing there. They're putting up the case in front of the referee today. Suman Shrestha. Suman Shrestha is the referee for this match. I believe going for a cross would be a better option here rather than going for a direct free kick. But if we have quality in you, then you can certainly score goals from this range as well. This range is as well. I've been fumbling a lot today. Jonathan. Crossan lifts the ball, but nobody to attack that. Good intention, good play, but the execution was not on point. Isaac and Saurabh have changed their flanks now. Saurabh wins the ball. Avinash looking for Isaac. Look at the Isaac. He's tall and he's built like a bull. Isaac, man, tall, dark, handsome and innocent. But do not confuse your innocence. Well, do not confuse his innocence, because he is a monster. He has shown that time and again. One of the things that lacks in Nepali footballers is generally the physicality. That's, as we say, we're not as well built as other players are. There is one department that, as Nepali football fraternity, we certainly need to work on. Maybe diet and more gym might help, or we might as well fancy playing against European sides where they are more physical from the get-go, from very young age. Jonathan shot! But it's too high. Again, Nikhil. Such a brilliant player. Not just a number 9. He can fall back, hold the play, and create chances for his teammates as well. And also works really hard when the opposing team has the ball. Jana Jagriti now. Good play there, but they're unable to keep the play under control. He was unable to control that ball. It's too heavy for him. This has been the story so far. As soon as they get the ball, within few passes they lose it. Jana Jagriti rather. Captain hasn't have much to do there. Sunnis again. Good ball there for Nikhil. Nikhil leaves it for Jonathan. Jonathan cuts in. Jonathan again. Nikhil. Sunnis. Low cross. Nikhil should have gone for the finish there. I think he left it for his teammates, but nobody was there to finish. Well, give the finishing toss there. The captain again. Jonathan, Sunnis. Saurabh loses the ball. Diwakar. Jana Jagriti retain the ball now. Captain. Jana Jagriti, they're trying to play from that right hand flank. Cross in, but nobody to attack that cross. I think that was a bad decision from the player. Should have gone for the short passes there. Nobody was there in a position where they could attack the ball. Isaac again keeps that ball in. Prem Tamang. Nikhil chips the ball. Opportunity here, but the whistle has been blown. And it will be Jana Jagriti will listen the play. Captain in that defensive midfielder role. Very crucial role. Referee thinks that's a foul. Players are arguing that that is not the case, but captain has gone down for Jana Jagriti. Prajwal Thapamagar. Prajwal again is looking for his friends. Releases the ball. But there was lack of communication there. Sheena Lama was inverting in while the pass was going forward. Sunnis releases the ball to Jonathan. Jonathan loses out. Jana Jagriti now. About 4 minutes of the normal time of this first half remaining for Jana Jagriti. If they are to equalize in this half, they will fancy that. But that might not be the case here because they haven't been able to produce even half chances. The lack of creativity on the final third, supported by the lack of possession, have been a factor for Jana Jagriti to have fallen behind in this match. Jana Jagriti again. They'll have a throw in. Good clearance there. Jonathan now. Jonathan switches the play. Saurabh here. Saurabh got in, shot! But no problem at all there for Khon Bahadur Shrestha. It went straight to him. An easy collection. You can see it in the replay. He should have gone for the curler, I believe. Jonathan now. Sanis, good through ball. Does well. Sanis again. Should be a goal. Isaac, how could you miss that? That is a sitter. Should have been a goal. Nobody was marking him. And all it needed was for him to guide that ball into the net. It won't be a problem for them though. Look at that. Nobody was marking him. One good header and that could have been 2-0. But it won't be much of a trouble because they're leading here. Jana Jagriti again losing out. Miscommunication, misplaced passes. They seem all over the place right now, Jana Jagriti. They'll have to change something when they come back in the second half if they are to even have a chance to garner a point and take a point away from Machendra here. A dominant side. This Machendra FC. Final minute of the normal time now. Jana Jagriti, they will have to be quick. They seem to be in no hurry though. They might be happy to go to the second half, trailing 1-0 behind. And so will be Machendra FC. Now Jana Jagriti, can they create a chance here? In the final moments. Ball still with them. They're finding their rhythm rather. In the final minute here. That's a good ball. We'll be looking for a cross. 2 minutes of additional time. As signaled by the fourth official. Shot! And that half volley, that was a good opportunity. Should have guided that at least to the shot on target. That might come back to haunt him. Margin for error, especially for Jana Jagriti, is extremely low. And if you cannot capitalize on chances like that, there's certainty, well, there will be a certainty to lose a match. Jana Jagriti have certainly improved on their match as well. They've shown an improved performance as they have grown into the match, especially in the final 2 minutes. Machendra will certainly be looking to keep the possession now. They should be happy to go to the second half with a goal cushion. Captain, not in hurry there. He's kind of signaling Jana Jagriti to come up and press. And I think this will be it. Final few seconds of the second half remaining now. Final 20 seconds. 15 seconds rather. The one thing that we can see is that Machendra, they were physically really strong and they have been dominant against this Jana Jagriti side, who don't seem to be that physically well built. Might need some medical attention there. And this final few seconds. Macchindra FC have been able to use the 4-3-3 formation really well. They've been able to use both the flanks and also the midfield as well. So Anish and Prem, they have been running riots on both flanks. In the initial phase of the play, you could see Sanis and Isaac making combination plays. I feel like in crucial matches, Sanis and Isaac could be a good combination for them. We also saw Isaac trying that curler from that left hand side by cutting in. This could be a final chance. Well, this should be it, and that is it for the first half. It is Macchindra FC leading here. Jana Jagriti trailing by 1 goal. Jonathan, the goal scorer. Nikhil, the striker, able to create the chance. The goal that started from Sanish, the play that started from Sanish, you can see the possession here, 60% Macchindra, 40% to NAWA JANA JAGRITI, 3 corners to 1 for NAWA JANA JAGRITI, no yellow cards and red cards. I'd like to, well, you can see on the screen Macchindra leading with a goal cushion. Jonathan, the goal scorer for them, the midfielder. Macchindra certainly has made some changes here. We'll be waiting for the confirmations as the second half begins. Nikhil Tamang has been substituted out in place of Mirak Lingden, and Frank Isaac has been substituted out for Rezin Subba. Isaac had a great game on the both sides of the flanks. First off, he combined with Sanish on the right hand flank, and then he went on to play with Prem on that left hand side. Shows the quality of the player. Very tall, good physical player. Jana Jagriti now will be looking to answer quickly. Region has taken the striker's role. Right behind him is Jonathan. Sanish is playing more like an inverted fullback, controlling that area. Was looking for Jonathan. Intercepted, headed out. Mirak, the new player in, 2 new players combining there. Abhinash tips that ball in, but easy collection in the end for Santosh. Well, Komba stressed rather. Captain loses out, struggling there. And the referee blows the whistle. Jonathan immediately sets ready for the tackle. You can see on the replay, Jonathan slightly brushed the leg there. Well, I was saying Jonathan brushed the leg for leg of Prajwal there, opportunity. I was saying opportunity was being well, we'll have to move on from that. Mirak now. Good ball in. That will be a penalty kick. That was a rash challenge. He put his leg before him, no intention of playing the ball, and then he pushed him from the back. Look at that. He was trying to catch him before he could get into the area, and then look at that. That was a reckless challenge. If you put your leg between the legs of the opposing player, you're certainly giving away the penalty kick. Jonathan steps up now. Jonathan against Combe. Can Combe keep this out? Or Jonathan will make it two. He will make it two. Cool, calm and composed. No pressure at all. And as a lot of commentators say, pressure, what pressure? That was something that we saw for Jonathan. Brace for this man, and 2-goal cushion for Macchindra FC. Jana Jagriti behind again in the second half as well. See the goal scorer, Jonathan. Now huge mountain to climb for Jana Jagriti. They have lost all their matches so far, and they are on the way to lose this one as well. But this Macchindra side are very strong side, amazing with how they play. Jonathan, Mirak. Jonathan and Mirak, they seem to have well, I was mistaken there. They haven't changed their position. Jonathan kinds of reminds me of Kaka, especially with how he runs and plays, and the goal scoring ability as well. Plays gone down here. Problem for NAWA JANA JAGRITI. Here's Sanjay Chaudhary, who's gone down. Sanjay made a very crucial save in the starting phase of this match. Captain Devendra hasn't had much to do so far in this match. Devendra or the defensive side, they've only conceded 2 half chances. Macchindra dominant now. Everybody for Jana Jagriti are behind the ball. Pema. Pema to Saurabh. Good play there between them. Pema. Well, Saurabh rather. Crossing! And Rajin could not finish that off. That cross was too heavy though. And that could have been the reason that Rajin was not able to guide that into the net. Jana Jagriti now. They have fallen back to their old tactics. Release from the back. But that hasn't worked out so good so far for them. Because as soon as they make a first header, they lose the second ball. Pema again, driving. Finds Saurabh. Jonathan. Avinash. Avinash again. Looking for Sanish. Sanish cross. It is too heavy. It will be a chase which Saurabh was not able to win. Will be a free kick for Jana Jagriti. Now this has been the case. Every time they throw a ping ball, they lose it. That will be something they'll have to work out going into the season. Machendra, they have outplayed and outsmarted Jana Jagriti in every possible way. They look really comfortable with the ball, without the ball. The pressing looks dangerous. Saurabh again takes on the player, leaves it for Mirak. Good turn. Finds Saurabh. Avinash, Jonathan. Avinash again. Avinash trying to release that through ball, but it was too heavy for him. Jana Jagriti, now they're trying to play from the back. One of the things that has been lacking in this Jana Jagriti side is that they haven't been able to find a player who would be in a position where they could receive the ball. Machendra seem to have dropped their intensity of their press, and as a result of that, Jana Jagriti are able to play out from the back. Jana Jagriti will have to do more of this now. That's a really good ball, able to collect. We'll be looking to cross that in. It's taken on the player. But in the end, that touch. And the attack is on here for Jonathan. Miscommunication there. He should have gone for the through ball. Rajin was not ready for that ball. The thinking was good, but miscommunication. Jana Jagriti now. Sanish. Good ball, Jonathan, for the hat-trick. Jonathan here. Jonathan. And that ball, it suits it away. It was a very good opportunity for him to claim his hat-trick. But it wasn't to be so. You can see it in the replay. He's trying to call that in. But he could not wrap his foot around that ball. One more time, it is Machendra winning the ball. Now this is something Jana Jagriti has to work on. If you are not winning the second ball, There is no chance, there is no way you can actually use this tactics here. What we have seen, almost every time they play out from the back, it is Machendra who win the ball back. So I don't understand why they are using that tactics again. Using that approach again, rather. Sanis powering through the defenders. Another release, and he gives it away again. That has been the story for Jana Jagriti. They are pressing up really high, but the coordination isn't there. Releasing it for Saurabh. Saurabh was unable to reach there, but Jonathan. Beautiful ball. Rezin now. Rezin cuts that in. Goes out. Sanis shot. Well, that was a powerful shot, but it was not on target. Batters there is able to find Sanis, and Sanis fancying a shot from there. Mirak. Well, it will be a free kick here. The play's gone down. He's holding his head. So as per the rule, the referee has to stop the play. He'll get the attention from the physios. This is one of the best laws introduced by FIFA, I would say, because head is certainly a very crucial part of yours, and an injury could do that. Injury to head could mean a lot. Well, mean a lot of danger, not in sense of mean a lot, but mean a lot of danger to the player. He seems fine, and we will move on to the play. Jana Jagriti will be with 10 men for the time being. It is Frijen Tamang was injured. This could be a short spell of advantage here for Machendra in terms of the numbers. Oh, beautiful play there. Avinash now. Saurabh is back. Jonathan trying to connect with the flick. And the defender takes no chance. Mirak again. Good ball, good toss there, Jonathan. And that should be a goal. Oh, amazing, absolutely amazing. That pass, that finish, class, world class. Amazing pass and amazing finish. First touch from Regin, and that pass and that chip in. Beautiful. A footballing finish there. Just shows the quality of the players. No panicking, and that chip. Class. And with this, the goal score is 3-0. 2 goals for Jonathan and 1 more assist for him. And he assists for Regin. What an impact from the substitute. Jana Jagriti trying to make a quick attack down the line, but it has been neutralized to a corner kick. Shot! Oh, what a save! Like a Spider-Man, a Superman, whatever you call, a super save there from the keeper. Look at that! That was something special. Brilliant volley there, an equally brilliant save from the keeper. That is the quality of this man. Another corner kick in. Jana Jagriti will be looking to capitalize on this, but there was nobody to finish that off on the far end. Jana Jagriti, can they keep this up? Can they grow on the match? Even if they will be able to score one goal, that will give them a lot of confidence. Jonathan now, he is certainly eyeing his hat-trick. Look at the vision of this man. Brilliant. Sanis cross in. Falls for Jonathan. Jonathan again. Oh, Jonathan, he has been trying to find a hat-trick. Jana Jagriti will build from the back. This is what they need to do more of. Maybe even play some risky passes as well. You're already losing 3-0. One of the things that is lacking in Jana Jagriti is their ability to be in a position where they could receive a pass. So as soon as a player receives, he has to look for his friends and find a pass. Jagriti now, one more time, good release, good ball in, but too heavy. Captain Devakar. It was Devendra rather. My apologies for that. Sanis now from that right hand flank combines with Avinash, Mirak, Avinash chips that ball in. Easy collection for the keeper. Captain now. Jana Jagriti. Will be looking to turn, but defended really well by the player. It was Pema who was defending. Did well against the man who might be more so stronger than him. Jonathan again. Regin. Jonathan. Sanish. Good battle there. Jana Jagriti able to win the ball. Can they capitalize on this opportunity? Are they sensing it? But Machendra able to get the bodies back now. It'll be a free kick. The referee has signaled substitution. You can see he's powering through all the defenders there. Pema Tamang has been substituted out, and Rewat Ram Bhandari will replace him. Free kick from a very promising position here. Captain takes on the responsibility. Prajwal Thapa Magar. Can he find a goal. Can this be the start of a comeback? This will give them a lot of confidence rather. Prajwal Thapa Magar! And it flies away. It hasn't been working out for them today. Siddhant has also been substituted in. I will reconfirm that. Now Machendra again trying to build attack from that right hand flank. It does well. Jana Jagriti. He has been playing good for Jana Jagriti. They'll have to try to find him more. There he is. Nishay passes that. Nishay again. Good ball in. Santosh Thapa tried to cross it but intercepted in the end. And there is Machendra again building the attack. Well, Umesh Sanjal has come in for Jana Jagriti. Can this make a difference? Can he make a difference here? All you need sometimes, all you need is one goal. Prajwal. Precision. Seems like he likes to hold the ball a lot. Good ball in. Well defended there again. This Machendra side are just too strong for them. Jana Jagriti. Jonathan. Try to combine with Avinash. Jonathan again. Captain Devendra. Siddhant. Good play there. A triangle play. Mirak trying to cross that back. But the cut was cut down for the corner kick. Jonathan, it seems, will be taking it. They have a lot of men to target. They played it short. Cross in. Opportunity for the counter attack now. Got off there. Shanish. Good ball in for Jonathan. Well defended. Jonathan again. Lives it. Good dummy there. Shot. Well defended. They're asking for the handball. They'll get one. Avinash powering through the defenders. Jonathan lays it off. Mirak! Well, nothing to say there. Jana Jagriti still do have time. Shot! But Avinash, it doesn't seem to be his day today. Captain gives it back to his keeper. Amazing save from this lad. That half volley was struck like a bullet, and he stood like an armor there. Jonathan loses out. This could be a chance to go for the shot, but no trouble in the end for the keeper, Pradeep. Sinis. Siddhant. Rewat to his captain. Sinis now. When they are building with 3 on the back. Avinash. Gives it to Rajin. Avinash again. Oh, that's a good spin. Rajin now. Well, that touch. That was a great spin from Avinash, and long range shot. Rewat trying his luck from afar, but it is too far away from him. It was miles away from the goalpost. But that was a good try from Rewat as well. Certainly you'll have to try your luck in a match like this, especially if you're a defender. Jana Jagriti again, trying to build the play. Precision. Captain loses out. Diwakar does well. Good ball. Look at the physicality of Machendra. They are pushing, they are tugging, pulling, everything to win the ball. That is what you need. That is what you ask. That is what fans ask from your team. Give it all. Sinis now. Jonathan, Siddhant, Avinash, Mirak loses out, and Rewat did not take any chance. Cleared the ball out as soon as he had an opportunity. जनजागृतिको बारम्बारको प्रयासलाई विफल बनाइरहेको छ मच्छिन्द्र एफसी। आफूलाई रिकलेक्ट गर्न सकिरहेको छैन, स्तब्ध गरिरहेको छ मच्छिन्द्रले जनजागृतिलाई। Here, you can see on the replay. That was the foul. Avinash has done his part. Now it is Ayush who will try to make an impact. Sanis again. Incredible player, Sanis. Captain. Leading from the back. Siddhant. Well, try to do a 1-2 there. Saurabh again. Saurabh running away. Saurabh driving forward. Jonathan. Saurabh. Siddhant. Saurabh again. Jonathan. Shot. Cleared away in the end. This was a good play from the players. Good combination. Good drive from Jonathan. Well, Machendra again trying to build. They're still looking for more goals. This is certainly an opportunity for players to score and improve their tally as well, especially when the team is playing so well. Should be a goal! What a block! And there we have the hat-trick for Jonathan. A sweet hat-trick for him in this match. 3 goals and assists for the lad. What a player, certainly a man of the match, without a doubt. Incredible, absolutely incredible. He has certainly been the best player, Jonathan. There was a release from Iraq, he lifted for the player, a leak, and then there was a great save. And fortunately for Machendra and Jonathan, it fell for him. An easy finish for a player of his caliber. Hat-trick for him, or hat-trick and assist rather. Less than 9 minutes remaining now for Janajagriti. They will certainly be looking for a consolation goal here. Blitzert, Prajol. that is traveling away, miles away. It has not been working out for Jana Jagriti whatsoever. Siddhant, Jonathan, well played there. Ayush. This dominant side will definitely be eyeing on the trophy. Beautiful play. Look at the confidence of this man. Absolutely peak of his power. All the ball releases, the shots, his shot selection, his decision making on point. Jonathan. It is not just about goals and assists, it is about the distribution. It is about the work rate that Jonathan puts in. And most importantly, the decision making as well. We talk about decision making on the highest level. If a player can work on your decision making, then you will certainly be miles apart from others. That is what Jonathan has shown so far in this match. But apart from that, the basics of football, his touches, his distribution, his vision, on point. Jana Jagriti now. Prajol trying to find his player on the far flank. Headed out. It is still with Jana Jagriti now. They're certainly eyeing for that one consolation goal. Machendra wanted a foul, but referee doesn't think so. And that ball too heavy. Devendra. Ayush. Sanish. Machendra again trying to build from that right hand flank. Good ball from Saurabh to release Siddhant. Siddhant cuts it back for Saurabh. Rewat. Mirak. Devendra. A spell of dominance here from Machendra. They must be very calm and very confident as well. It's almost like a tiki-taka from Barcelona. Driving forward, looking for more goals. Opportunity! And that's a sitter, I have to say. Golden opportunity for Saurabh to make it 5. And he was not able to capitalize on that. He should be really frustrated with himself as well. Look at that. That was a great opportunity. Siddhant. Finally, Jana Jagriti wins the second ball. Prajol. Prajol again. Good combination play. Look at the body in the red shorts trying to defend that cross. That has been the difference here in this match so far. The hunger and the ability to hunt for the ball. captain is looking for his players, might also be inviting the press from Jana Jagriti. Try to release Resin there, but good cover from the keeper. Two minutes remaining now of the normal time. Easy win for Macchindra to extend their lead. Well, to go to the top of the table rather. Crossan and Jonathan. That was yet another goal, but ruled out because of the offside. Let me confirm if that was Jonathan. Well, that was Jonathan. That is the ability of this man to be in the right position at the right time. And that's why we talk about how crucial decision making is. He knows when to fall back, he knows when to support his team, he knows when to go for the dummy, and he knows when to strike for the goal. Jana Jagriti is still pushing for that one consolation goal, but Macchindra FC determined to not allow that to happen. Three minutes of added time as signaled by the fourth official. And we have the confirmation there. No look pass from Regin to release Saurabh, but it won't make any trouble. Look at this beautiful, stunning view of this Anfa complex. National League 2082. A tournament after a long wait for Nepali football fraternity. Jana Jagriti is still pushing. That is what you need and want from your players. Even if you are losing, still pushing for whatever they can collect. But the execution, that is what has been lacking for Jana Jagriti. They'll have to work on that. Jonathan now again. Good flick. Saurabh, Jonathan. Good 1-2 there. Saurabh again. That will be a free kick. That was Saurabh. He bit his man and then he was pulled back. Jonathan stands for the free kick. He's asking his players to attack that danger area. I'm sure he'll be looking for a cross-in. If he can make a curling effort, he might as well score a goal, but I don't think he fancies that from there. It will be a cross-in, but easy collection in the end for the keeper. He's looking to release it quick. But Macchindra retains the ball again. Good release. Still there pushing for that one goal. Final few seconds here. It will all fall down to referee's decision now. The additional time is up and the referee has signaled the final whistle. It is Machindra's FC going to top of the table, 4-0 the scoreline. A convincing win for them. A heart-wrenching loss for Jana Jagriti. Jonathan, the hat-trick hero, and Rajin Shubha, assist from Jonathan. A man of the match play from Jonathan without a doubt. 4-0 is the scoreline. Here we have the stats. Look at the stark difference in possession. 62 for Machindra's, 38 for Jana Jagriti. 4-3 corners. 4 corners for Machindra's, 3 for Jana Jagriti. No yellow cards and red cards. Shots on targets. Look at the difference. It is triple the time of Jana Jagriti for Machindra's. 21 shots. And shots on targets 6-2. Again triple. Offsides 3-1. And foul 11.
दिन एक्सट्रीम एनर्जी ड्रिंक राष्ट्र लीग 2082 अंतर्गत एन्फा कम्प्लेक्स खेल मैदानमा भर्खरै सम्पन्न नवा जना जागृति युवा क्लब र मच्छिन्द्रा फुटबल क्लब बीच भएको खेलको नतिजा मच्छिन्द्रा फुटबल क्लबले नवा जना जागृति युवा क्लबलाई 0 विरुद्ध 4 गोलले पराजित गरेको छ। यसैगरी एक्सट्रीम एनर्जी ड्रिंक राष्ट्र लीग 2082 अन्तर्गत बलिउने खेलहरूमा ठीक 12:15 बजे हुने दिनको पहिलो खेल एनआरटी फुटबल क्लब र लालीगुराँस एसोसिएसन क्लब बीच खेल हुनेछ। साथै ठीक 4 बजे हुने दिनको दोस्रो खेल जौलाखेल युथ क्लब र सातोबाट युथ क्लब बीच खेल हुनेछ। यी दुवै खेल हुने स्थान एन्फा कम्प्लेक्स सातोबाट ललितपुर। अब म पुरस्कार वितरण कार्यक्रम तर्फ अगाडि बढ्न चाहन्छु। मैच मिनी पुरस्कार साथै प्लेयर अफ द मैच पुरस्कार प्रदान गरिदिनु हुनका निम्ति एन्फा टेक्निकल हेड हरि खड्काजीलाई म व्यासमा अनुरोध गर्दछु। मैच मनी पुरस्कार ग्रहण गरिदिनु हुनका निमित्त मच्छिन्द्रा फुटबल क्लबका टिम म्यानेजर नवीन चित्रकारजीलाई आफ्नो मैच मनी पुरस्कार ग्रहण गरिदिनु हुन हार्दिक अनुरोध गर्दछु। यसैगरी मैच मनी पुरस्कार ग्रहण गरिदिनु हुनका निम्ति नवा जना जागृति युवा क्लबका टिम म्यानेजर मुना खान चौधरीजीलाई हार्दिक अनुरोध गर्दछु। आदरणीय दर्शकवृन्द, एक्सट्रीम एनर्जी ड्रिंक राष्ट्र लीग 2082 अन्तर्गत एन्फा कम्प्लेक्स खेल मैदानमा भर्खरै सम्पन्न नवा जना जागृति युवा क्लब र मच्छिन्द्रा फुटबल क्लब बीच भएको खेलमा उत्कृष्ट खेल प्रदर्शन गरेर प्लेयर अफ द म्याच ट्रफी साथै रु 5000 राशि जित्ने सफल खेलाडी मच्छिन्द्रा फुटबल क्लबका जर्सी नम्बर 8 का जोनाथन जोडिया। Congratulations, Mr. Jonathan. म्याचम्यानले पुरस्कार ग्रहण गरिदिनुहुन नवजना जागृति युवा क्लबका टिम अध्यक्षलाई म हार्दिक आग्रह गर्दछु। Previously match पुरस्कार साथै म्याचम्यान पुरस्कार प्रदान गरिदिनु भएकोमा एन्फर टेक्निकल हेड हरिकर्ताजीलाई म हार्दिक आभार व्यक्त गर्दछु। फेरि पनि म एकपटक एनाउन्स गर्न चाहन्छु एक्सट्रिम एनर्जी ड्रिङ्क राष्ट्रिय लिग 2082 अन्तर्गत भोलि हुने खेलहरूमा ठिक 12:15 बजे हुने दिनको पहिलो खेल एनआरटी फुटबल क्लब र लालीगुराँस एसोसिएसन क्लब बीच खेलिनेछ। साथै ठिक 4 बजे हुने दिनको दोस्रो खेल जौलखी युथ क्लब र सातबाटे युथ क्लब बीच खेलिनेछ। दुवै खेलिने स्थान एन्फर कम्प्लेक्स सातबाटे ललितपुर। धन्यवाद। शुभ सन्ध्या।